The first thing of note is how they will defend
against Junmar. And for sure, he will get a lot of different looks, but that's the worst thing that can happen. Junmar getting the ball inside the paint where he can just turn around and shoot the basketball. Raymond has to do a better job in pushing him outside the paint.
There are only 2 teams that were able to defeat the San Miguel Beermen in this entire conference. One of them, the Meralco Bolts, winning the last game of the elimination round campaign for the San Miguel Beermen. Bong Quinto answers back with a mid-range J.
And to me, that was the game that turned around the season of Meralco. They were even 3-5 at one point in this conference, but that win against the Beermen probably gave them the belief that they can go all the way to the finals, which now they've done.
3-point shot coming from CJ Perez.
Confidence heading into this finals because it's very hard to beat Team Cone in a 7-game series. So this is not just the players, but the coaching staff as well will feel good entering into this finals.
The best finisher in the PBA gets a stop.
Is fantastic on the offensive end. One steal and he's there on the other side, and he can finish in a variety of ways
that you cannot do if you are the Meralco Bolts. And now Junmar again, single coverage. Easy does it for Junmar. That's another bucket. He has a quick burst of 6 points in the match.
Let's see how long Meralco will allow this. Coach Luigi Trillo will allow this single coverage on Junmar because Junmar is feasting out there.
11 to do is the count. 6 points for Junmar, 5 for CJ Perez. As Banquero launches from way downtown, he rattles it home.
And he has been huge all throughout the playoffs.
The display one more time. And he was pushed beyond the 3-point line. That was a couple of steps away from Chris Banquero. As he loses the ball to Chris Ross. And now SMB on the run. Brondial blocked by Bates!
That's the kind of hustle you want from your rookie Brandon Bates, and Meralco with a great response here after the good start of San Miguel.
Showing early grit, showing the willingness to run on both ends of the floor. Junmar sends it out to CJ. Defense goes under and he punishes them quickly with a 3.
And you mentioned that improved 3-point shot of CJ before going under CJ Perez. Every coach probably in the league would do that, but not anymore. That is an improved 3-point shooter there for you.
Maliksi shoots one over the defense of Junmar.
But looking at the numbers here of San Miguel, 8 points from Perez, 6 points from Fajardo. I think this is the game plan of Meralco here. Let the 2 guys play out. We won't double team, we won't help, at least not yet.
Controliano with the flyby, don't denied by Brandon Bates. 2 blocks early in this match.
Defensive end, here's Bates with another.
Meralco within 2. Good matchup here between Troliano. Another block for Bates!
So 3 in the first quarter after 6 in game 7. In the first quarter. And you know why that is impressive?
Yeah. Cruz, big time size advantage against Karam. Jericho, sneaky pass. There it is. The extra pass to Junmar.
That's exactly what you were saying, Carlo. Bates is going to help if you get inside that paint.
To allow the defense to just veer away from him. That will be another stop, another turnover against the Meralco Bolts. Counter steal though for Meralco. Quickly ahead, Karam scores on the layup. Karam on the move. The layup is good against Enciso.
One of the best backup point guards in the league, Anjo Karam, with 4 points off the bench.
He is the microwave of Meralco. Quick offense is expected every time he's on the floor. Cruz. Shovel pass. JT, one-hander, no good. Troliano's second effort is money of the bank. Good exchanges in the opening minutes of your second quarter, as we thank you once again for joining us on PBA Rush and Pilipinas Live. Another 3-point shot is good for Chris Banquero. Explosive first half scoring already with 10.
He has done pretty much everything right here on the offensive end except for those missed free throws.
Jericho Cruz counters with his own 3.
5 points off the bench for Cruz. If there's a sixth man of the year, my vote would be either Cruz or Toliano.
Yeah. And it's just fitting that it's two players coming from the same team with this loaded San Miguel Beer squad. Here's the other guy, Toliano.
Advantage on Toliano, for sure. But look at this nice move coming from Anjo Karam. Freezes.
Quinto back in the ball game, posting up against Marcio Lassiter. Quinto, another mid-range look is good again.
That's the nice thing about Bong Quinto. He can create off the dribble, but he can also do it in the low post against Marcio Lassiter, who is not a bad defender.
Good pass to Tautua as he just bangs against Raymar Jose for a look inside.
Just to stymie and slow down the offensive production of this mighty Beermen.
But Coach Ryan, can you say that Raymond Almazan will have to become a factor offensively as well to help out Chris Banquero and their other guards, because San Miguel has now built a double-digit lead?
Oh, the challenge is every time you play San Miguel, and Junmar Fajardo to be exact, you want him to be outside the shaded lane. So the big men must have the accuracy to shoot from the three-point area. They did it 2 times, a three-point shot by Almazan, which he missed, and the following shot was a shot by Jose, which he also missed. So it's imperative for the big men of Meralco to shoot consistently from the outside just to make sure that they bring out the defensive tentacles of Junmar Fajardo.
Napag-uusapan kasi kaya nakatira tuloy itong si Raymond Almazan, finally making his first basket of the ball game with a mid-range look. Thank you so much, Coach Ryan. We will hear your thoughts again a little later on. 3-point shot from Chris Newsom. Fajardo could not locate him, and the battle for the ball will be picked up by Cruz. Marcio from way downtown. That's good for 3!
And all Marcio needed was making his first field goal, and that was a long play coming from Marcio.
They had 11 on the shot clock. It was 4 steps away from the 3-point range. But that was a good shot nonetheless from Marcio. Alain gets it right back.
And this is why Alain Maliksi is very important. A steal here by Quinto.
Bong stops, another mid-range look, no good. Brondial with the board, and now SMB is off and running. Marcio with the Hesi. Marcio gets the N1!
Took it early enough. San Miguel's going to get the ball back. So excellent 2-for-1 opportunity here from San Miguel. Dominance in second chance points as well. And that's why San Miguel's on top right now.
That will be an N1 for Chris Newsom as he got Marcio Lassiter to bite on that fake. In the second half is CJ Perez having 4 personal fouls.
Yes, 4 fouls on CJ will force him to miss.
Again, what you're seeing from the Bolts is that you've limited SMB to 0 points in the first 2.5, and now you take the lead with this Bong Quinto 3-point shot.
The 9-0 run. A very good 3-point shooting team, but they make a couple of 3-pointers here.
Chance to retake the lead for the San Miguel Beermen. Oh, good pass, Brondial. Seeing that his initial defender floated to help Junmar Fajardo.
But to me, that can't happen if you're Meralco. You cannot put a lot of emphasis on Chris Ross when he's posting up. You want him to be a scorer.
55-53, Newsom hounded. Newsom breaks free and gets the layup with a foul.
Chris now with 10 points in the game, attacking against Chris Ross.
This best move of the game is brought to you by Honda, the official motorcycle. Newsom using the screen. Marcio recovering. Newsom beats him with another mid-range look.
Newsom first the tight trap because Junmar Fajardo was in drop coverage.
Worked in their favor. Tight game at 64 apiece. Tough jumper coming from Alain Maliksi, but he takes it right between the eyes of Moto Tua.
So this third quarter, feeling a little bit like the first quarter when it was the Meralco defense that was controlling the pace of the game.
They've only allowed 13 points so far, coming from the San Miguel Beermen. Anjo Karam pushing. Leaves it for Alain. Back to Karam. Not forcing it. They go inside to Newsom for 2.
Here's that last play by Maliksi against Mo Tautua. Advantage Tautua. And then in transition, look at the red.
CJ Perez on the move. CJ attacks. The layup is good. That is way too much time for you to give to someone like CJ Perez. Emergency pass. They find the corner and sees over three. Won't work. Almazan taps it over to Bongquito. Karam is ahead. Anjo is gone.
Now that's the right guy to find in a fast break. Anjo Karam. It's going to be a lot of CJ Perez here in the beginning of the third quarter without Fajardo into the game.
Oh, that's a lot of space given by Cliff Hodge. Got caught with that screen from Don Troliano.
Here's that last play of the handoff. Look where Quinto is. That is no way to defend Marshall Lassiter, and Marshall makes them pay.
Fighting for position inside, gives the screen there. CJ blows by his first defender, but misses the layup. Counter-attack here for Meralco. CB leaves it for Raymond Almazan. The layup is good!
Troliano not really having an advantage here inside the paint against Cliff Hodge.
On the second effort, that is money for Cliff Hodge. And that brings the lead back to the Meralco Bolts, 77-75. And Ciso gets the step. Simon, hesitant. And Bongquito is ahead. Quinto slams it home! Not challenging Quinto, who will sky high for the slam dunk. Meralco Bolts up by 4. Timeout. Newsome to Almazan. Jumper, no good. Newsome blocked from behind by Marcio. Banquero has it top of the key. Uses the screen from Bates. Bates on the roll. Bates, first layup, and one against Junmar.
Move here. Very mobile move, very balanced. Athletic move here coming from Brandon Bates.
As Banquero gets the ball off the handoff. CB with a free pass to the lane. But Meralco doing enough to keep their heads above water. Banquero, the pass to Almazan. Raymond connects.
What a game as well here coming from Chris Banquero. No hesitation on the attack.
Back to a 6-point advantage as we just passed the midway mark now of the fourth and final quarter of action. Junmar gets position inside. Tremendous high-low, big-to-big pass coming from Mota Odua. Beermen will do to you. Even if you have momentum, they will do just enough. CJ, flip shot, no good. Rebound, Newsome in knees, pushing. Not enough bodies running back on defense. Newsome hits the layup.
That's just smart basketball.
And finally, SMB gets a stop. Cruz loses the ball to Newsome. Nunu to CB. Layup is good. Making up for it on the other side, Newsome hijacking that Jericho Cruz possession. Quickly forward. Will their offense go? They took out Mota Odua once again to go back to Don Troliano on the 4. CJ with the breakaway hits the layup. Much needed basket coming from the apex predator of the PBA to cut their deficit to 6.
And Coach George Gallant now playing his best offensive lineup since he was down 8 points.
Almazan hesitated, lets it fly and converts. Maliksi leaves it for Newsome. He wants a 3, won't get it. Rebound goes in. That will be credited to Chris Banquero for 2.
Losing in this battle all game long. Another missed outside shot, but this time it's Banquero getting it over Troliano.
10-point advantage. No CJ Perez on the floor for Coach George Gallant. They need a big one. Troliano delivers a 3-point shot. But with only 8 seconds remaining, boy, what a performance coming from the Meralco Bolts. As Jericho misses the layup, Hodge grabs one last rebound, and that will be the end of game number 1. The defending champions are beaten.
Inside, kicks it out. Three-pointer, overshoots it for Bongquito. CJ inside against Hodge. Reverse goes in. He's on the board now. 2 minutes gone by here in the first quarter. Almazan short roll. Almost loses it. Hodge inside. Easy bucket. Pardo will go back to Perez. CJ trying to be very aggressive today. Driving against Almazan, who has one foul, kicks it out. Junmar, too easy.
Bates started to go 3/4 and even swipe that ball away from him. So that's tremendous defense on the part of Bates.
Oh, no defense can stop that one.
To avoid getting sealed. But instead of doing so, you have to be quicker trying to stay in front of him, because that's what happens right there. When you're not in front of him.
Ross, 10 seconds on the shot clock. We try to get the ball to Junmar. Lots of denial there. Ball gets tipped. Jericho kicks it out. Jeron inside, tough jumper. That is good by Jeron Peng.
You know, I'm really amazed by Jeron's confidence. In game 1, he told Junmar to get out of the way.
He had a wave off.
Here in a situation like that, he was trapped in the corner. He still took matters into his own hands, and you see how confident, how good Jeron is in taking shots.
Speaking of confident, Anjo Cara with a confident-looking jumper from the corner hits a 3-ball. Again, hasn't gotten a lot of playoff minutes. Talking about Jansen Rios, but trying to be effective here. So Coach Luigi Trillas. Hodge drives inside. Oh, gets the back shot to go. Elaine inside. Hodge kicks it out. Karam swings it. Rios for 3. He gets it to drop.
Wow. What ball movement that the Meralco Balls is doing out here. They were very patient with their offense, and that's what we've been seeing. Look at this. They're giving up to Jansen Rios, the guy coming off the bench, helping his team, and that's going to be big for
good shots off of their turnovers or their bad shots, and right now Meralco hits a 3 courtesy of Ale Maliksi.
You know, it's definitely coming. It's a great shot by Jericho Cruz.
It's blitz. Almazan. Rios wide open. Oh, he gets another triple.
Wow.
That's it back to Perez. 10 seconds on the shot clock. CJ loading up here. Inside Big Mo all alone. Great challenge, but better finish by Mo.
There's a breakdown there.
Shoots the floater. No. Rebound goes back to Jose. Bates inside. Nice fake. Great finish for Brandon Bates.
See Brandon Rios. He got his work cut out for him, and it's going to be tough all throughout.
Oh, Dotroliano, give and go, and the finish for the Bolts. Oh, nice fake, up and under. Just throws the ball away. San Miguel can take the lead here. CJ all alone. Oh, nice fake. Gets Newsom up in the air, and San Miguel with the lead. They hand it off to Perez. Love this matchup. Perez against Newsom. Steps back for 3. CJ is feeling it right now.
Those releases, you know, that's the time where you really turn the ball over when you step out of bounds. When you talk about CJ Perez, for sure Troliano will be able to light things up on the offensive end.
Junmar meanwhile missing 2 free throws. Hodge diving to the basket. That's another one for Cliff Hodge. CB leans in. Basket is good for Banquero.
That's a tough shot, Andre, for him to be able to make that off a dribble.
Ends up back with CJ. Ross putting his head down, forcing the issue, gets the basket plus the foul.
You see the effort that all the players are putting up. You know, especially when it's a defensive game.
Ball will stay with Nunu. CB inside. Almazan. Nice drop pass. Hodge continues from where he left off. 19 for Cliff Hodge. The start of the second half.
It's going to be a grind-out game, Andre. So the extra possession definitely helps.
What a spin and finish.
What a move there by CJ. We've seen this in the previous game. We're seeing it again here. The scores have been low because both teams.
Says na goal nila to get back to that identity and to score at least 100 points, 103 points at the end of this game. Back to you guys.
Rondarine was making a report. Rodney Bruntiel gets an offensive rebound plus the foul.
He knows that his role or his defensive assignment, the guy guarding him, will take him for granted because the focus is really to help.
CJ gets it again. Bates. Oh, CJ gets it over Bates.
Challenge.
Back 3. Gets the steal. Challenges the 6'9" Brandon Bates.
Hodge has been quite consistent with his performance here.
Miguel with a miss here. Numbers. Meralco with the advantage. Into inside. Finally gets a basket to fall. Beautiful play here by Newsome, finding Quinto wide open in the lane. Quinto for three.
Oh, look at the
Bates
way
to the
he
offensive
out-rebounded
board.
Junmar.
And Quinto gets Fajardo to bite on the fake, gets the basket plus the foul.
They're giving him that ball on that corner shot. And look at the way they feed him that basketball opportunities and feeding them that basketball.
Oh, that's a great play by CJ. Just couldn't finish. CJ gets the ball
hustle
from
of
Hodge.
CJ, wow. Oh,
Can't
counter
control
steal.
it. Maliksi pulls up. Newsome wide open three. Ties the game! 4 seconds on the shot clock. Ross leans in. Tough bucket is good. Ross has been making tough shots.
Wow, he used his body to really against a shorter defender, Anjo Karam.
7-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Inside, nice drop pass.
Beautiful
And
pass.
Junmar with a slam.
Great playmaking skills of the Beermen.
CB trying to avoid the defense. They kick it out to Torres. Torres shoots a three, he can make it.
That's
and he
key.
switches the triple.
They need that.
Team, because Tautua is just hanging around in the mid-range area. And this was the triple by basket. Tautua has to fire. Big shot here. Way short. Oh, Troliano gets the offensive board.
They were able to get good position because they knew that on their
Tautua
basket here.
plus the foul.
They do so well in this entire Philippine Cup, coming into full play there. This is where he can score also a lot of points.
Banquero using the Almazan screen, navigates his way through, gets the roll over Fajardo. Take a look at this perfect drive here by Banquero, forcing Junmar to help out, but he just finishes. Oh, missed opportunity for Newsome. He found himself wide open, just couldn't finish. Troliano, great pass and finish by Don. CJ, oh, what a move! Pinoy step for CJ Perez.
Just a man with so many moves going to the basket.
Banquero drives inside. Oh, gets swatted away. Oh, Jericho
Great
Cruz and the lead for the
angles
Beermen.
of Jericho Cruz. What a move there. Their team who will continue fighting and then they'll be ahead.
Take a look at this. Jericho Cruz warding off Newsome. It's doubled. Hodge driving. Quinto, 3 seconds on the shot clock. Oh! Gets the floater to drop!
Exchange of baskets between these two ball clubs.
To take the lead, but Hodge, last second, gets into Quinto, just fires a prayer over Junmar Fajardo. Trying to get it to Quinto. Back to Nunu. Banquero for three!
Be a big shot.
Oh! Puts it up and in! Chris Banquero! It is a gamble by Ross.
It's a gamble right there on the steal, which was really could have been good.
Go to CJ. CJ fires a three. Oh! He drains a three! Delivers for the Beermen. Take a look at it one more time. Clearly behind the three-point arc. CJ has it. Marshall steps back for the lead. Oh! Marshall puts it up and in! Take a look at it one more time. Quinto bites on the fake and Marshall turns into Super Marshall. That's a screen. Banquero drives, layup. CB, that rolls out! CJ gets it, and he gets fouled. Oh my goodness. Same
hit
spot.
a three-point shot in the same spot.
And that is the ball game as Meralco loses this one. And the Beermen wins this in amazing fashion.
Players are ready, the fans are ready, we are ready as well. And this tip-off is brought to you by Honda, the official motorcycle of the PBA. Inside the shaded area for Meralco, 4 free throws for the San Miguel Beermen to level the score. Quinto on the attack. That short jumper trickles in. And you should see this as a great sign for the offense of Meralco because they are getting into that vein.
Yeah, and that's a spot pretty much where he hit that almost great shot for the go-ahead in the last game.
Ross did not catch it clean. Now they're looking for Fajardo at the post. CJ goes on the drive. That sneaky layup is good with a foul on Pascual. This one just taking it under the defense.
4.5 assists. He's playing great basketball. Just got to work on those free throws.
Good pass. Brondial with a fake. Oh, he's met by the defense on the help coming from Pascual. What a tight pass as Quinto lays it up and in.
Absolutely threaded the needle. What a pass to Quinto.
Was one of the points of improvement coming from Meralco heading into this ball game. They need to start running again, and when you have an ace playmaker like game number 2, Dallas Mavericks will be on the road once again versus the Boston Celtics. What a pass, left hand, good for Raymond Almazan.
Cruz likes those kind of shots. Let's look at this move once again. Up and under from Alain Maliksi, dumps it off to rock and roll. Rocking left.
And that shot was taken a little bit early because they wanted a 2-for-1 as he coming from Cruz. But he had the door slammed shut by Almazan. Mo will drive and lay it up and in. One more crack at it for Meralco. CB, gobbled up by the defense of Junmar.
That's a tough call. If you're going to make a charge or a block call there, Junmar kind of went straight up as Jericho Cruz. Defensive stops they want. Meralco having a tough time putting the ball in the hole, but Jericho Cruz is not.
Will give themselves another opportunity to reclaim the lead. Geron launches from downtown. It's good.
Told you. He is playing with so much confidence, really giving his team a lift. He knows what he can do, and he is working hard.
Has never been the type to be gun shy. Again, they're sitting on this zone defense, really daring Meralco to shoot from the outside. That will be a foul. Oh!
Are they going to
that
count
might be an end one.
Move, and let's see. Boom. Yeah, I think that's a little.
Against the Meralco Bulls, 2 minutes, 40 seconds remaining in your first half of action. Low scoring. Second quarter, that is a miss coming from Newsome, asking for a foul. Referee's not agreeing. Don Troliano open for 3. It's good.
Hey.
42 apiece with a minute and change left in the first half of action. Jeron Teng uses a screen. A long 3 from Dayton. It's good.
Wow. Talk about oozing with confidence. Check out 21. Jeron Teng coming in off the bench. 8 points and a couple assists.
Counter 3 is money for CB.
We definitely have a ball game. Let's see it once again. Look at this. From a couple steps behind, cold, and just makes great things happen, as does Chris Banquero from that side.
Stats are brought to you by Honda, the official motorcycle of the PBA, but the glaring number really was the 34-9 bench points advantage coming from the San Miguel Beermen.
Absolutely. You cannot discount the fact.
So Cliff Hodge now manning Mo Tautua. They could not send the ball inside to Junmar, so they will post up Mo instead.
There's a mismatch.
Mo off the fake spin, and he gets an end one.
Me, hello. I'm kicking your guys' butts tonight. Tautua taught you a lesson. Down.
Dealing with the defense of CJ. That pass, tap, almost stolen, but it is recovered. One to shoot. Stop is completed. Marcio to CJ. CJ touchdown.
Great presence of mind there from Marshall Lassiter, just to tip it over to CJ Perez, who sails in for the easy deuce.
Almazan left wide open. 3-point shot is good.
And he quiets the crowd.
He's gone through in this league. Chris says he's never lost that hunger and desire to win a title. And his biggest motivation is none other than to repay the franchise that has given him everything since day one. Important is that he stays ready for those big moments. Gentlemen.
Thank you for that report, Miss Pauline. The jumper won't fall. And the rebound battle goes back to Meralco. 3-point shot for Newsome. That is huge just to keep them in the conversation.
Here in this 48th season Philippine Cup. Let's see if they can continue.
A steal here. Newsome with a breakaway, and it's gone. A little bit greedy on that steal attempt, but this one well-timed coming from Chris Newsome on the ambush, just as Fajardo goes to Enciso. They swing it. Geron goes to the spin. JT, layup is good off the bank.
Again, such a lift. Tang has really brought the goods here in Game 3.
Best game of JT in the finals. Best game of Motau Tua as well in the finals. As San Miguel is up by 1. Banquero counters. This one will drop. For them here in this ball game, Quinto with 13 points and counting. Banquero, one-hander, no good. Almazan denied. Almazan goes to the other side. Another set of second chance points for Raymond. Banquero staying aggressive. Quinto issues a pass to Hodge. Cliff, shovel pass to Almazan. The one-hander is good in that dunker spot. Will they generate some more offense coming from Motau Tua? Hodge on him. They're double teaming Mo as well. Good ball swing. Marcio for 3. That's good! Junmar Fajardo play. Post him up. Double team comes. Ball swing. Ball rotation. Marcio Lassiter in the corner.
As he reminded his players to do a better job and to stay disciplined in terms of their defensive rotations. Offensively, the coaches emphasize they need to do better.
He was fouled. Unfortunately, he landed awkwardly. And the back of his head, there's a whiplash.
Ouch. That hurts. Then I would have said, why not tonight? He's been on fire.
Chris Newsome, three-point shot is short.
Oh!
Hodge is there to take care of business.
What a tremendous effort by Cliff Hodge right there, really going hard to that offensive glass. Again, both of these teams giving their all. This is a very pivotal time. Oh, and a block by Cliff. But there is Junmar to clean it up.
It's 38 seconds remaining in game number 3. CJ to Marcio, quick trigger, good for 3!
He took a bit of contact, so I think that was the right call. You know, in the PBA, you always say the last 2 minutes, but for me, it's always the last 5 minutes. Who can really perform and step up?
News as the lead shifts back to the San Miguel Beermen, still sitting on this 2-3 zone defense. Banquero, three-point shot, no good. Hodge with the rebound, gives it up to Raymond Almazan as we're tied again. Passes off to Banquero. CB to Newsome now. New towards his left, now attacks middle. Mid-range jumpers, deadly. Tua has been quiet, has not scored yet here in the fourth quarter, still at 19 points. Marcio on the attack. Layup is blocked by Newsome, and he saves the possession to Banquero.
That is the remarkable part. Not only did he block the shot, he saved it.
Another one-hander miss coming from CB. Oh, a steal from CJ. Perez in a foot race. CJ, layup, no!
CJ thought he could have been fouled there.
Quinto for 3. That's good!
Great defensive effort by Meralco to foil that attempt by CJ Perez, and they come back this way. And a rebound is just as good as a tip out to one of your teammates. Just gain that possession.
CJ under the defense of Almazan with an end one.
And gets the harm. Let's see it once again. Little in out, quick step, goes right under.
Goes to Banquero. He has struggled in this ball game, especially in the second half. Maliksi to CB, they swing it. Newsome open from the corner. That's good!
Big shot.
Meralco Bolt set. They were testing. They were moving the 2-3 zone defense.
San Miguel
but
to get back.
If he misses, it is play on.
Yes. No
so
timeout.
Meralco already instructing their players to give up a foul. If he misses, he does not. Junmar loses the basketball. CJ to Chris Ross. One last attempt. No good, and that will do it. The Meralco Bolts lead the series 2-1.
Wow. What a game.
Limiting their offense, limiting even what they could do defensively. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to game number 4. And this tip-off is brought to you by Honda, the official motorcycle of the PBA. I'm Paolo De Rosario, joined by Coach Mark Molina. Coach Mark, we talk about strong starts, especially for a guy like CJ Perez. But it's not just him who needs to get going here for the San Miguel Beermen.
And we see the first adjustment here as San Miguel goes straight to Junmar.
A bit of a slow start in the last game. Took him a while to get going. He did eventually finish scoring in the in the double-digit figures as Bonquito finally gets the first field goal here for the Meralco Bolts.
Important basket for Bonquito there, as Meralco was without a field goal for about 3 minutes already.
Remember, Bonquito did torture San Miguel Beermen with 13 points in the first half in the last game. Motautua, trying to play bully ball inside, is able to score despite the defense of Cliff Hodge. Offensively, a struggle so far for the Meralco Bolts. They're going to make a couple of changes by going very big. You're going to see that in just a bit as Junmar Fajardo bullies his way inside. You know, there's always a running superstition that if you win an individual award, you might have a bad game in that same day. But not the case for Junmar.
That does not apply to Junmar because he's so used to it.
Just how good Brandon Bates could be as a defensive player. We're seeing flashes of it in this series in particular. As Alain Maliksi with the drive. Chris Banquero trying to unlock this San Miguel defense and has been on point here so far. Brandon Bates offering the pick here, attacking Junmar Fajardo. Chris Newsom getting past Jericho Cruz. Free throw jumper, that's good. Cruz to Marshall Lasser. They find Junmar Fajardo again. Bates, the young center, trying to hold him off. Terence Romeo has a short shot clock. What does he do? He pulls up and he scores! A plus-minus player in this group is actually Chris Ross, who has yet to register a point here. He's just been doing a lot here that's not seen on the box score. As Alain Maliksi attacks. And Brandon Bates with the follow! This best move of the game is brought to you by Honda, the official motorcycle of the PBA. And Alain will tell all of us that that was actually a pass.
Very well without the ball.
Active hands here for the Meralco Bolts, and it almost results in a turnover, but Junmar gets it inside and blocked from behind by Cliff Hodge.
Because Cliff Hodge has taken advantage of that matchup.
Another turnover here, and Marshall Lasseter is off to the races. Marshall attacks and scores. Little bump there from CJ Perez. Chris Banquero felt that. Newsom getting free here, working against Chris Ross. Gets the bucket and one. Can't really tell from that angle. But either way, the referee made the decision, and it looks like Coach George Gall, when Junmar was the more active member offensively for the San Miguel Beermen, they were getting it all done as Chris Ross able to get the finish and one. As we take a look at that again, Chris Ross getting the basket and one. And again, they were able to weather that play, which is basically perpetual motion from the Meralco Bolts. And here's Junmar Fajardo inside for his first field goal of the second quarter.
But of course, San Miguel making a run in that end of the second quarter.
Motautua working on Cliff Hodge and scoring there. Cliff Hodge saying that he got elbowed under the jaw. And Motautua getting the score to up the lead here to 13.
This is San Miguel playing big once again, attacking Cliff Hodge in the low post.
Oh, Cliff Hodge answers back with a reverse.
Continue playing, and here Cliff Hodge, excellent player as far as off-the-ball move.
CJ Perez to Marshall Lasseter. Marshall answers back 3 with 3.
He has been a difference maker here in game number 4 for San Miguel, and Chris Newsom. Back-to-back baskets here.
5 in this game. Let's take a look at this first. Marshall Lasseter. He can drain threes off the ball, on the ball, as long as it's a 3-point in the first quarter. Found live again in the second. And these are minutes you have to win if you're Meralco. And Chris Newsom is making sure that they have a shot of that. Terence. Blocked by Bates. Sent it all the way back. Motautua attacking Bates. And Bates is there again.
Pull-up jumper blocked by Bates, and then once again Bates blocking this shot coming from Motautua.
Terence working on Bates. Passes out to Mike Mo. Big Mo can't get the 3. Meralco fans up and asking for more. Bonquito finding Bates. Bates with the baby hook.
Wow.
Anjo Karam, the pull-up and the block from CJ Perez. CJ on the attack, on the move, finding Jericho Cruz in the corner. Thought about it. Attacks Banquero and scoring off the glass. Here's Chris Newsom. on the drive, and Chris Newsom has been willing the Meralco Bolts back into this one.
Chris Newsom having a big third quarter in the same manner that he did in game number 3 with his excellent play, excellent work down towards that end of the third quarter. Meralco still won that third, 34-31.
Jericho Cruz gets the second chance points to go when they needed big men.
8 points in that third quarter for Vickmanville.
Here's Chris Newsom, pull up Jay right in front of CJ Perez.
In that situation,
Alain Maliksi misses but gets his own rebound. Trying to fake out Jumar Fajardo and finishes up close.
shooters know when they missed, and Alain followed his shot and got the offensive rebound.
Here's Terrence Romeo. Oh, he lost the handle, and now Chris Newsom keeps it. Newsom working on CJ Perez. Scored on him just a while ago. Here's Newsom trying to do it again, and he does it again! 84-80, and Chris Newsom has 29 here. He has been pouring it on the Beermen. CJ Perez driving, finding Don Troliano. Now it is Terrence Romeo working on Rios. The jumper at the free throw line is good.
Terrence Romeo will never lose his confidence in a basketball game. Even though he has missed a few shots here, he will take the next one.
Proper shooter's mentality as Cliff Hodge finishes strong inside. Remember, the San Miguel Beermen, when they hit the 100-point mark, have yet to lose this conference as Terrence Romeo pushes them up to 19. 5-point lead for San Miguel. It was a one-possession lead just a while ago. Jumar Fajardo, newly minted BPCNU, working on and finding Mo Tautua, who finishes despite the pressure from Bates. Let's take a look at that again. The feed there from Jumar Fajardo to Mo Tautua. The big Jumar Fajardo rather getting it inside, and that will be Meralco ball for some reason, and that was thrown up. Banquero with the finish, and that was one of the strangest sequences I've ever seen play in front of my eyes. Let's see if they can find Jumar again. Well, now the two defender on them, showing a quick double there. Marshall Lassiter in the corner, and Marshall splashes home a three. 6 from beyond the arc. CJ Perez in and out. Jumar Fajardo with the rebound. He knows that Bates has 5 fouls, and Bates is not aggressive.
He's going to play with 5 fouls as well. Junmar.
Can they put him in the action? That's what we're going to look for. Going to attack Jumar Fajardo. It is Mo Tautua with the foul, and Chris Newsom now with a career-high 35.
Chris Newsom, it did not work. Now it's attacking Jumar Fajardo, especially with the 5 fouls. That turns into an...
We can get a lot closer in the next few minutes here. CJ Perez, Bonquito right in front of him. Jumar Fajardo with the pick here. Working on Bates. And Jumar Fajardo dumped inside, scores an easy 2. And the San Miguel Beermen will take their time with this one. And CJ Perez with the extension. He hung up in the air, and the Predator adds to the count. 11-point lead here for the San Miguel Beermen as Chris Newsom unable to get the finish, but Hodge is there to clear it up. But for the San Miguel Beermen, an impending victory awaits them here. They'll take their time as we're under the minute mark. CJ Perez able to get the floater in. He's been a finisher here. This is a reminder, coach, that it is always going to be difficult to get into a scoring match with the San Miguel Beermen.
It's impossible to win that.
Chris Newsom had 40 points, but that was not enough for the Meralco Bolts to take.
Bates answers quickly. CJ on the drive. CJ goes reverse. Deep reverse layup is no good, but the putback was there as they opened up Junmar easily for this putback.
But you look at that. Look for him giving him that lob pass.
Oh, that's a good response coming from Bonquito, posting up CJ Perez, who will commit a second.
And really identifying where they feel they have the advantage.
Lassiter gets a switch. Tautua wants to post up against Alain Maliksi. Great cut from Jericho, and he scores inside. Here in the first quarter.
Well, you can see really the experience of Dallas not there yet in terms of being in the finals, understanding what they need to do.
Anjo Caram, no.
In front of Terrence Romeo, especially if you're Anjo Caram.
And this best move of the game is brought to you by. So the last possession
That's what you call hopping.
will belong to the Meralco Bulls with an opportunity to inch closer. Banquero, the layup is good.
And in the previous game, he had 17.
Hodge pushing here. He locates Alain Maliksi. Maliksi finishes strong with the layup. Banquero evades the defense of Terrence, but he is sent back. He is spiked out by the Kraken. CB, konting respeto naman. masyadong mapangahas yung gusto mong. This was not the case early. It was SMB getting the early rebounds. Astroliano, more wide open this time, and he burns them from downtown. Tied game at 30. That was Maliksi gobbled up by the defense of Junmar Fajardo. CJ on the run. CJ gets the basket and the foul.
Small San Miguel 5, but this is a quick 5. Junmar Fajardo helping out once again.
San Miguel Beer taking care of a 3-point lead. Quick pass to Junmar. Did not catch it clean. Junmar carving out space and gobbling up the defense.
Very difficult to stop Junmar Fajardo, so it's a lot to ask for from Brandon Bates.
If Hodge, the shot is good as a response. That was an important shot just to keep them in the flow. Getting 8 initially from the likes of Alan Durham and Tony Bishop. Now it's just them, and it is just Cliff Hodge going on the attack and scoring on the layup. When we get back to live action with the San Miguel Beermen getting another crack at it. Marcio loses the basketball to Bong Quinto, and they're on the run again. A chance to take the lead. Quinto sets it up. Banquero, touchdown, and he was fouled.
And you look at how many white shirts ran down that floor to be able to get those opportunities. Look at this. Bong Quinto pushing that basketball. 4 guys running. Quinto finally finding Chris Banquero. Banquero gets.
Filipinas Live is available to download. You can register now for free. CJ denied by Almazan.
Remember, we talked about Almazan when he's able to score. Jumps a little bit higher.
Corner pocket, 3-point shot.
Oh, this is that block shot first of Raymond Almazan. When you're that deep, obviously for Cliff Hodge, been in the league for a long time, you know that you need those points.
That's the double big man play. Fajardo with an end one.
That's the thing. Once you overplay Junmar Fajardo, he knows how to use his body. Try to stop that shot, you're going to end up fouling him.
When it's a big-to-big pass and it connects, SMB has fouls to give, so they can't give it up. Alain Maliksi launches at the buzzer. It's good!
And that's a tough one.
3-point shot for Alain Maliksi.
One little fake, stepping in, and then having enough leverage to take that 3 and making it count.
I absolutely love these interviews because the coaches, oh, look at that catch coming from Raymond Almazan.
Big disparity in terms of the fast break points, especially in that second quarter. That was a 10-3 fast break point quarter.
CJ Perez, here we go. CJ did not have a great first half.
It hasn't been a great 3-point shooting series for both teams.
Bong Quinto wants another one, and he will get it. Newsome with possession. He loses the basketball and cheap turnover there.
Turnovers as Meralco has.
Perez issues a pass to Junmar down low, and he gets the end one. Unselfish play there coming from CJ. Can CJ Perez add on to it? Perez kicks it out. Ross open for 3. No. Rebound Fajardo. Junmar inside. Unstoppable.
Hasn't been any layups for Meralco.
And CJ, an expert playing passing lanes. He loses the basketball temporarily. Now completely to Alain Maliksi. Alain takes matters into his own hands. Meralco down by 4. Maliksi has it against Ross. Alain going middle. Alain with a step through. He banks this one home. And now Newsome has it top of the key. Only 5 to work with. Nunu to Alain. Has space for 3. That's good! As they have a 4-point lead now. No other choice really for Coach George Gallen but to send back Junmar Fajardo, and he immediately makes an impact with this end one.
Situation for your team And it's a different situation. They need Junmar. They need him to be able to score.
Meralco showing that they are willing to put in the necessary work. CJ locates Don Trollano to the shoot. Trollano with a spin and the finger roll.
I was going to say good rotation on the defensive end.
Romeo once again face to face against Karam. Good pass. Junmar inside. Win the fourth quarter. End the game.
Well, you look at San Miguel, they're going to go to Junmar Fajardo. Expect him to play pretty much the entire fourth because it's a different offense, different type of run that they have when Junmar's inside, when he's able to be there, whether he's playing on the ball or off the ball.
Burdened by those heavy minutes, the heavy usage in this match. Karam, the runner, bangs it home. 28-15. As Terence, can he add on to their bench points? Yes, he will with that basket.
Well, you know, Terence, even if he commits a turnover the next time around, he's still looking for his shot.
He still has not met a single shot that he didn't like. That is the wiring of Terence Bill Romeo. Banquero given the baseline. The layup is good with a foul. Looks like Chris Banquero might have hurt that finger a little bit more. Laser pass, Hodge there. Misses the three. Ball bounces back to Hodge. Fresh possession. Banquero. Push shot is good. When will they go back to Junmar Fajardo? Tautua goes to Cruz down low. Goes reverse. He gets the N1. A crucial basket.
He's going to get to his double-digit numbers and make plays like this. 3 personal fouls for Junmar after that offensive foul.
Back to Fajardo. Junmar working down low. Unstoppable.
Well, he's talking to the referees. He wants an end one right there.
MVP numbers for Junmar, 32 and 14. 2-point advantage for Meralco. Hodge down low, bounces it over. Bates gets the N1.
How tight are those passes, but able to connect?
Hodge just knowing, sensing where his teammate was, and with no more defender, big defender to beat. Credit Junmar with that tap. Oh, but they turned the ball over. Newsome pushing for Meralco. Banquero, the layup is strong. Newsome with a follow.
So that quick double, unlike in the previous game, in game number 4, off that quick double, they were able to rotate that ball and knock down the 3. This time, they miss it.
Jumper is sweet and wet for Chris Newsome. 8-point lead for the Wolves.
Gonna be aggressive still.
Maliksi fakes off CJ, fakes and scores on the other side.
And because Alain has been playing so well, and Junmar felt that the defender was left behind, he had to help out.
Back to a 10-point advantage, 90-80. CJ going to his strong side, blocked by Newsome.
Seems like they've got a lot more legs in today's ball game.
They might just go to Junmar Fajardo once again and play the percentages. Marcio wants a 3. Marcio can't get it. Rebound to CJ. Perez, 3-point shot. It's good! Stays, but CJ takes the shot and connects his 3rd triple of the matchup. It's a 1-possession game. It's play on for San Miguel Beer, and Meralco might just foul again. Second free throw for New is good. 4-point lead. Marcio fakes. Marcio for 3. That's a miss. The tap goes to Bong Quinto, and the Meralco Bolts are 1 win away from their first ever PBA championship.
You gotta love the effort. You gotta like how defensively they made it happen for themselves. 88 points only for San Miguel. The only time San Miguel broke 100 was in game number.
You have to get the others involved. CJ Perez must shoot a better percentage. He was 1 out of 11 from 2s in game number 5.
There's another stop here from Meralco Bulls. Great defense, just smothering CJ Perez. On the run, on the move, and Chris Banquero scores again.
Now that has been the biggest problem.
On Philippines Live and on PBA Rush, Raymond Almazan with a good block on Junmar Fajardo.
Raymond Almazan, he has been terrific for Meralco. Another fast break basket here.
At their pace in this early part of the first quarter. Here's Mo Tausua working against Bates, going in strong, and he gets 2.
Just like what he did in Game 5. Brandon admits it hasn't been easy banging bodies with a 7-time MVP, saying, quote, "My body literally hurts everywhere, but one thing that has kept him fighting."
For one player to score dominant, to me, it's a losing formula.
You know, you take a look at the bench scoring in the last game. It was 30-19 in favor. Consistent pieces here off the bench for Coach George Gallant in terms of at least the activity level. As we see Bong Ginto going in for 2.
2-point field goals in game number 5. That doesn't happen
No,
to
it does
CJ
not.
Perez.
No, it does not. But here's Bong Ginto. He is so aggressive here today. Game provider, that time to Norbert Torres, but it pops up. Norbert Torres fighting for it. Hodges on the ground. Here's Maliksi driving on Trollano. Runs into so many white shirts, but it doesn't matter. Chris Newsom working on Jumar Fajardo. Tries to double team. Norbert Torres open. Drains the 3. Here's Newsom finding Almazan inside. Great find. Ball popping around. Andrew Karam in the corner.
That's just unselfish basketball displayed here.
Now to Karam. Karam thought about it. Takes it. Anjo Karam. Nothing but net. For the Meralco Bolts. And midway through, you have to give credit to Norbert Torres coming up with 3-pointers as well. What? San Miguel Beermen, coach, you take a look at the fact that he's absolutely right. They're playing to their pace as Terence Romeo gets San Miguel Beermen off to a good start here in quarter number 2. How did San Miguel Beermen slow down this Meralco side?
They need to score. They need to execute better, not take bad shots, not turn the ball over, because Meralco is going to run. Every time there's a long rebound, every time there's a turnover, they are going to run and push the ball and Alain the pace that they play.
CJ Perez finding Terence Romeo inside. Terence Romeo scores a quick 5 points here for Terence Romeo.
That's the problem when they have Tulianos. We look at this nice
3 and CJ Perez with only 2. Here's Bong Ginto finding Raymond Almazan inside. Banquero to the corner to Rios. Rios driving inside, finding Banquero again. Swing, says the Meralco Bolt. Sends up with Raymond Almazan. And gets the shooter's bounce.
and only 23 points for San Miguel.
And limiting San Miguel is always so difficult as Jumar Fajardo battles for point number 4.
Mark doing his damage this time off the offensive rebound here. Nice move coming from Junmar to get this finish.
They get the switch here. CJ Perez working on Rios, settles for the 3. The step back, no good. Chris Banquero with the rebound. And Meralco are off to the races again. They give it to Bates inside. He attacks and he attacks the rim! Let's take a look at this again, Coach, because Bates got the size advantage a lot in the last few games. Jumar Fajardo against Raymond Almazan. Tracks the triple team, and Marshall Lassiter sails in for 2. Whether or not they can follow through on that. Here's Marshall Lassiter attacking, going inside, gets a bit of contact, and finishes it through.
Get the 3 points the conventional way here. Foul on Chris Banquero.
Marshall Lassiter will shoot
by San Miguel to prevent the fast break point.
Jericho Cruz to Mo Tausua, driving on Norbert Torres. Mo Tausua, bully ball! Thank you so much, Pauline Versosa, with that interview with Coach Sando Soriano as a quick swipe here from the San Miguel Beermen. See them go the other way and give Meralco a dose of their own medicine.
In that first half because the others contributed, but that's not going to happen here. In the second half, they're going to need scoring from Newsom. Now that this is only a 2-point game, that's their bread and butter. When they need points, they go to that pick and roll. They attack the pick and roll defense of Meralco. Great play.
Oh, and what a swipe! Point deficit. Let's take a look at this first. Brandon Bates. Back to Banquero now. This possession feels like an eternity for Meralco, and Bong Ginto rewards them with a 3!
He's been very stable here for San Miguel.
Yeah, he's had a big impact here. As Chris Newsom comes in for 2. A Philippine Cup. Obviously, our bosses are here to celebrate as well. Rosal Panilio, Boss Ricky Vargas, Michelle Lasso. There is oh! And Marshall Lassiter drains a triple.
Basket. This is the last play from Lassiter.
Well,
it's not going to count.
It's not going to
It's
count.
not going to count.
But, you know, even if it didn't,
Speaking of Terence Romeo, here he is right now. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Terence gets a little bump and scores immediately.
Immediate impact here for Terence Romeo. He scored 7 points in the first half.
Instant points, instant offense. How about Terence Romeo? Chris Banquero now, with Terence Romeo right in front of him. 61-58 is the count. Chris Banquero finding Hodge inside. Hodge manages to score. At the moment, it looks like they're going to be below 100. As a lane, Maliksi drains a big jumper. Working on Raymond Almazan. Finding Chris Ross in the corner. He has to shoot. Short shot clock. He pulls up and he makes it anyway.
It's suddenly 9 points because of that nullified three-pointer by Terence.
And this could be a double-digit lead again. Banquero, no! But Raymond Almazan is there to clear it up.
Both Bates and Almazan were already there for that rebound play after this miss by Chris Banquero. Look at Almazan out-hustling Motau Tua and Junmar Fajardo for that easy putback.
69-58, and everyone in orange here at the Big Dome is up on their feet. 10 minutes away. Meralco feel the championship is almost there, but San Miguel will try and end it. 69-58, we'll be right back.
What we did not know is that they can consistently hold this mighty San Miguel offense to less than 90 points.
Bates with another rejection, and he gets the rebound here, and we're going the other way. Still battling, still trying to make a ball game out of this. Don Trollano inside. What a cut from Don.
And Meralco working the clock a bit, and
Newsom gets free. Let's take a look at that again, Coach. Chris Newsom getting back.
Way outside, and there was no help defense whatsoever.
Almazan misses on the jumper. CJ Perez one-on-one with Quinto. Goes all the way in and gets a lay-in. Bong Quinto attacking Marshall Lassiter. And that's going to be good defense from CJ Perez. Now to Banquero. Banquero up top. Gets a pick from Hodge. Go to Hodge again. Working on Motau Tua. That's a tough shot, but he makes it anyway. Game 7. And they are 2:30 away from what could be their first championship. But Simon and Cecil with a big triple keeps San Miguel alive.
For Meralco, and Chris Newsom will milk the clock once again.
Newsom will try again. They go to Nunu, and Nunu scores! Junmar Fajardo back to Simon and Cecil. 10 seconds on the shot clock here. Simon drives inside and scores a much-needed 2.
Don't take anything for granted here if you're Chris. You have to make your free throws to seal this game.
But then always fell short in the end. Could this be their moment? Junmar Fajardo working on Hodge, goes straight inside for an easy 2. Who do they turn to here? Oh, they need to let it go. They go to Junmar Fajardo. Junmar pulls up for 3. Junmar Fajardo gets the biggest 3 of the day!
Look at that. Junmar Fajardo. Or maybe Maliksi.
Here we go. Banquero to Newsom. Newsom with a shot. And Newsom scores! Newsom answers back!
Off his defender. Look at this play. Excellent play coming from Coach Luigi Trillo. That was challenging.
They turn to Junmar. Junmar needs to shoot. And Junmar doesn't get it. And Meralco win their first ever franchise title. Bridesmaids no more. The Meralco Bolts are champions in the PBA.